Hey, what's up, guys? It's Art Book Addiction here. We're here with new Artist Journey video. So today we're gonna be talking about belief. Okay, belief in oneself, belief in the journey, right, and the general need for belief to complete the journey. Okay, so recently I've been, I've been working on these projects. Okay, and I recently just kind of completed a very long, multi-project, project, I guess, right? And it's been a crazy journey for me, and I was reminded how much I needed to believe in myself. Okay, basically, I needed to believe in what I'm doing. And there's only in the past week have I really felt this powerful belief within myself. It came out in the last minute, and it's basically prepping me to do something that I need to do, right? Something that I've been working towards and that I need to do, right? And it's just reminding me of how important belief is, and how belief, though it may not be shown right away or seen directly, right, can be hidden within your own actions and the way you're moving forward with yourself, right? So belief may not look like what you think it looks like, and could be a little bit more discreet and held back and waiting for the opportunity to show itself once again. Okay, so that's what we talk about today. But before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my prints and Patreon. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member and join that Discord. Okay, and with that, let's get into it. Belief in oneself, right? Obviously it's been, you know what I mean, it's been talked to death. You got to believe in yourself, right? It's so important. It's at this point, it's it could be trite to be hearing this, but it's it's so essential, man. It's so essential that you believe in yourself, that you believe in the journey, that you believe in your artwork, that you believe that that you have something within yourself that needs to come out, and when it does come out, you will reach somebody else. Okay, even if it's just one person, right? I think that believing, like I said earlier, may not come in the form that you think it does. Okay, I think people picture believing in themselves as someone who is really confident and they got their own back, and they have, there's something behind them, that they truly believe in themselves, and that they're charismatic, they look great or some shit, and they put off this aura of just beautiful self-belief, right? And that's not the case, man. That's not the case. Belief, I think, right, and hope, right? Belief and hope, they don't look pretty. Okay, they are not the immaculate prince who walks on the stage and is gorgeous and beautiful, right? They are the person in the mud. Okay, right? Picture a soldier who's crawling through the mud, and it's raining, and there's lightning in the background, and all they want to do is stop, but they just keep going. Okay, that's what hope is. That's what belief is. Okay, hope and belief are this ugly and yet at the same time beautiful thing. Okay, and I was saying before, for myself, I was in a weird spot. I just finished this project right here, this piece right here. I'm sure it's kind of blurry for you, but that's fine. I'll post it later on the Discord for people who care, right? And I had this this odd feeling because like, okay, well, like I just completed this thing, right? And there's this thing there is a phenomenon called like post project depression, right, where like you finished something that you were trying to set out, and then you're like, well, what do I do now? You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it's like that kind of like that feeling when you like watch a really really good movie, and then you're like, well, what do I do myself? Or you're watching like a long series, you know, and then you're like, right? But it's deeper than that, okay? When it comes to like your projects, because you know it's an extension of you, it's an extension of your work, right? And when that ends, you're gonna feel a little like, you know, you're gonna feel a little down on yourself, right? You're gonna feel like a little lost, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm a person who immediately jumps on the next project. I immediately like okay, I have one, and then I'm like, okay, boop, you know, next one immediately, right? But then I still feel the effects of that other project, like, you know, being finished, and you know, I'll get a little bit down on myself, right? Like that's just the nature of these things. And like, I don't know, like yesterday I just had this like profound feeling of like hope, right? Like, and I was so worried about like, you know, like, oh, like, you know, with this next thing that I'm gonna do, like, am I gonna succeed, am I gonna fail, right? Like oh, what if I fail? If I fail, then I gotta do this, then, you know, like then I can't, you know, I can't quit because of this and this, right? And like, it's funny because like I was watching Naruto, right? I've been rewatching Naruto again, right? And I'm on Shippuden. I'm on that war arc, right? And there's a scene with Kankuro and one of the hidden stone people, right? The guy with the sword, the white hair, right? Who's always like worried about shit, right? And he's like, oh, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Like, what if we fail? What if this guy dies? What if I'm captured? You know what I mean, right? And he looks to Kankuro, right, the puppet guy, right? And he's like, how do you like, you know, how are you like just not focused on like all your worries, right, and all that stuff, right? And he's like, and he looked back at him, and he's like, it worked, like, basically he said, you can't worry about what's gonna go wrong, okay? You have to focus on succeeding, okay, right? And like that kind of like, ooh, you know, like that hit me, right? And it like brought something out of me, right? It's this voice, right, that's like always in the very very back of my soul, right? And it's like the guy who's running the thing, you know, right? The guy who is at the very end of the day the person who is like my true self, right? The self that can sometimes remain hidden, right? Came up before, goes away, you know, and like this part of me, right? When it comes out, it's like the voices basically saying like, this will not stop you. You will succeed. You must continue. Believe in yourself, okay? Right? And I call this person, this thing in this like persona in my brain, the Emperor, okay? The Emperor. Imagine him, the best way I could describe him is like Tywin Lannister, okay? Right? Or like, you know, like if you ever played the SWTOR, the MMORPG with Star Wars, the Emperor guy, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's just like this, and like it's not necessarily like that's the personality, but like that's the image in my head when I imagine this person, this thing, right? And it felt like he was gone for so long. You know what I mean? In my brain, I like he kind of faded back. He took a step back for so long, for like maybe years, right? And like just randomly he stepped out again, right? And he's like, you will not fail right now, okay, like with an absolute authority, right? And it made me realize that, like, I put him away. I didn't think that I needed him. I didn't think that that he would benefit me anymore, right? And then he just, like you said, like when I was like filled with doubt and, like, you know what I mean, right? And like questioning myself, right? And like he's like basically saying, like, you're gonna do this at the final leg, that's not gonna happen, right? And it came out, okay? And I felt this, like, powerful belief within myself that said, like, you're gonna finish this, you're gonna make it right now, okay? No one's gonna stop you, okay? Especially not yourself, right? And it made me realize that he was there all along, that voice was there always, always there, always there, hidden away, right? And your belief in yourself, or like that, like whatever, persona in your mind, right? They could be hidden, the version of you that really believes in yourself, that is like truly believing in you, could be hidden away, could be waiting for that right opportunity to step in, okay? Or maybe something triggers that part of you and just comes out and says, like, no, right? Like, and you need to understand that, okay? You need to understand that, with what I've been saying, hope is not always pretty, right? Belief is not always pretty, right? Belief is actually at its most beautiful when it's struggling, when it's underneath the foot of life, okay? Just waiting, grasping, like waiting for the opportunity to spring up and to counterattack, okay? And when the moment comes, you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be doubting yourself. You're gonna be like, should I, like, is this, dude? And like, and then something's gonna come out. Like I said, something you might watch might trigger you and just say, like you need to focus in. You need to believe in yourself right now, and I'm giving you no other option, okay, right? And after that moment, I felt so like right in my body. You know what I mean? Right? Like, let's say, like, if you or someone, like whenever I feel like, it's like myself is like dividing into 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, and then they're all arguing, right? To like, what's the right thing to do? Like, what's the right approach, right? And then, the Emperor comes out, dude, right? And he silences everyone, okay? And then they all become one. They all become yourself, right? And that self is the Emperor, okay? He is the king of you, okay? The king of your own domain, right? And he believes in you more than anybody else, okay? Because he believes in himself, right? And like, it's just this weird thing that, like, like I said, I haven't felt in a long time. I haven't felt in a real long time. And now that it's come out, I really feel like I could finish this journey, okay? Or not finish, but like I could finish this leg of the journey. I could close this chapter. I could move on, dude, And that's powerful, man. That's powerful. And like, there's something about this year, something about like the eclipse, I don't know, whatever, something's different, right? And like, now that he's come out, I feel like I could truly believe in myself, right? And that is something that I want you guys to feel, okay? That through your action, okay? Like, if you're someone who, despite everything, you're still doing the thing, you're still making the work, you're still, fighting the good fight, basically, right? You just keep pushing, even when you're like, you're feeling this way, you're feeling good, awesome, right? You're feeling depressed, doesn't even matter. You keep pushing forward, you keep working at it, okay? Right? That's what art does to people. It gives them a determination that goes beyond themselves, right? It gives them a passion that is worth fighting for, okay? And then you fight, and then you fight, you keep going, step by step, step by step, step by step. Doubts come in, you know, you're like, are you gonna do this? And it's like, and you just keep going, you're like, whatever, I don't care about you, you know, right? And you divide yourself more and more and more, right? And then you're like, you have so many voices in your head, and they're all arguing with each other, right? And you just keep crawling, you just keep moving, you just keep going, right? And you think in that moment, right there, that you are at your weakest, right? Because you are in your mind, you're at your weakest in your mind, right? But in reality, that is when you're at your strongest, okay? Because you're willing to risk it all and go through that you know, that all that pain and all that suffering and all that, you know, that grit, right? You keep pushing forward because there is the emperor, okay, within you, and that emperor is you, okay? All those voices around you, those are false voices. I mean, they could be real, right? But there are false voices. There are voices that are against you. There are voices that are for you, right? There's a menagerie of guys, okay, that all take the form of you, right? And they're all like, well, like, you're gonna fail. No, he's gonna succeed, you know. And it's like all these things that, like, it's just noise, right? And then there's the man in the driver's seat, the man who's crawling, okay, or the girl who's crawling, the person who keeps pushing, the girl that keeps moving forward despite every hit, right? Saying like, no, I don't, like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna succeed, right? And that is the emperor, okay? That is like the person that was hidden was actually you, okay? The person, the actual person that's you. And when they come out, all the other voices, they bow, okay? Right? It's that, you know, that King Baldwin shit, okay? He raises his hand and they all bend their knees, okay, to the person driving behind the seat, okay? And that was you all along, okay? Right? Maybe your emperor is different than mine, you know, maybe that voice is different, right? But recognize that is the true self. That is the self that's been waiting, hungry, okay, willing to take all the worst shit, all the terribleness of life, and to just keep going, just to keep pushing, you know. And that voice will allow you to succeed, okay, to win, okay. Don't focus on what's gonna go wrong. Focus on succeeding, focus on winning, okay, right? And even if it doesn't seem like that, know that right now there's that voice in your head, right? Way in the back, waiting, okay? Waiting, okay? Not just waiting, but waiting through the shit, okay? And that's you, okay? You've silenced your own voice, okay? Because the emperor needs to go on the journey, okay? Because the guy needed, the you needs to go through the journey to become strong, to become tough enough. Waiting, okay? Waiting for the opportunity to come back out again. And when they come out, you will succeed, okay? And what, like, how that success looks, you know, that's entirely up to the person, okay? But you need to believe, okay? You need to believe, right? It's the most important thing, okay? And even if you think that you don't believe in yourself, you actually do, okay? It's just hidden away. It's just, you know, like, it's like they're waiting for that moment. They're waiting for that comeback, okay? They're waiting for that momentum to swing the other way, okay? And then they will come out again. Your true self will rise out again from the pits, okay? And guide you to where you need to go, okay? So if you're having trouble believing in yourself, if you're having a lot of doubt, if you're like you know, surrounded by darkness, right? Okay, that's because it's your emperor, okay, going through the shit, dude. Okay, it's your Zuko before he became Fire Lord. Okay, the struggle to, you know, right? That's all important. Okay, so that it will give you the will and the opportunity to know yourself, so that you can become your higher self, your true self. Okay. I believe in myself, and so should you. Okay, and I believe in you. Okay, so just keep going, guys, inch by inch. Okay, right, step by step, and you're gonna make it, guys. Okay, like whether I say it, whether you say it, right, and I hope that you guys say it too, right, because you need that voice. You need that voice. But even when it's not there, it is actually there. It's just you. Okay, so be patient with yourselves. You know, give yourselves time, give yourselves space, give yourselves effort. Okay, and when it comes to it, dude, just keep at it, man. Okay, that feeling within you that feels like your art is righteous, that there's something like despite everything, like you gotta keep going, that's the right voice to follow. Okay, forget everybody else. Okay, especially those other voices in your head that are gonna cast doubt and all that shit, right? You know, some of them are your voice, some of them are not your voice, some of them are like other people just saying shit, you know, right? They all bow to the true voice, to the emperor. Okay, so believe in yourselves, guys. Okay, and good luck on your journeys. Okay, I think mine is about to take a step that I've been waiting for, that I've been working towards. Okay, and hopefully, you know, I'm gonna get it, and I hope that you guys reach this point in the journey on your journeys. Okay, good luck out there. Okay, I think we can end the video here, guys. Please, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my Princeton Patreon if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, and join the Discord. All that bullshit. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.